Hello and welcome back to Cruising on Crypto. I am Craig. So if you've been watching my last few episodes, you know, well, actually a lot of my episodes in the past, I've been talking about yield farming crypto, not just owning crypto. Yeah, sure, we'd all like to buy that crypto that's going to 5x, 10x, but I like to just get a good solid coin that I really believe in the future and then get as much passive income I can by just owning it. And if it goes up on top of my passive income, awesome. If it doesn't and it sort of just goes sideways or slightly up, I'm fine with it because I'm banking on my APY, my annual yield based on compounding from my yield farming to make me more coins, which gives me more portfolio value. And I want to show you today that with almost an amount that anybody can afford to do, you can be a millionaire yield farming crypto if you get into the right yield farm with coins that you trust are going to be there for the time that you're going to be yield farming. And I'm going to show you that it won't even take you that long. It all depends on how much your APY is and how long you want to keep your money invested in a yield farm. So let's get into it. So if you didn't see those previous episodes, this is a thumbnail for my very first episode that was done on September 23rd. And back then, Aqua Coin, which is the coin for Planet Finance, its reward coin and its governance coin, was trading at $320. And I was saying about how the future is so bright with Planet Finance. I've never seen anything like this. And I was very correct, because here's the Planet Finance website now. And as you can see, the price of Aqua today is $1,491. Let's get my pointer over here so you see it. Bottom left corner, $1,491 is the price today. And it's been as high as $1,700. The total value locked in, which if I zip up here, is now $347 million. And the market cap went from, I don't know what it was back then. I should have looked at it before I started this recording, but it was like 30 or 40 million. And now it's like $120 million. It's just been insane growth. But what I want to show you, I'm a big proponent of the Aqua coin because I believe in the future of Planet Finance and all of the reasons that will be brought up in those other episodes. So I am more than happy to yield farm Aqua coin because I think it's got huge growth potential in the future. I'm also okay with marrying it up with Binance coin, not because I think it has the same growth potential as Aqua, but you have to marry it up to something. And when you compare it to BUSD, which is actually a stable coin, I'm not interested in yield farming a stable coin. So I've been doing a lot of yield farming on Aqua BNB. And look at this percent APY. So the little number down here that's a little harder to read is 1.31. That's your percent return per day. And then when you do that and you auto compound, and they've told you in the specs that this number they're quoting in big bold print is the APY. That's what you would make in the year if you auto compounded your rewards, which show up over here, back into the farm. I think now they've made it said twice a day. So then you would get 11,540% rate of return. And I just want to show you how valuable auto compounding is. I've made a spreadsheet and I'm going to pull it up now. So here's my spreadsheet. Now, we just showed you that Aqua BNB is trading. Oh, I've actually changed the number down. Let's not do that. Let's show you the real number for now. So if you had $10,000 to start day one, and this is just showing you day after day what your value of your portfolio is worth at the start of the day, at the end of the day, and how much rewards you made during each day. And then you reinvest that back in. And of course, it's compounding on top of compounding on top of compounding every day. And here you go. So on day one, you make $131. If you go down to day 30, so 1 month in, you're making $191, and your original $10,000 investment is now worth $14,585. If you keep going, if I skimmed all the way down to the year mark, you would see the numbers that I've actually copied up here in the formula. So after a year, your $10,000 investment is worth $1.146 million. That is the absolute massive exponential power of daily compound growth. When you just keep reinvesting every day, your rewards back in, and then the pool gets bigger and your rewards get bigger every single day. It's just mind-blowing. Now, I know what you're thinking, Craig, 11,540%. Is that really sustainable for the entire year? And I got to be honest, it probably isn't. The reason it's so high is because Aqua, the reward coin that you're getting paid in, keeps going up in leaps and bounds. And therefore, the reward they're paying you in that coin is very, very lucrative. Therefore, that really bumps up the annual rate of return. Now, do I think Aqua's topped out and that's done for the next 4 to 6 months that the bull market's going to be going on? No, I think there's a lot more growth. So it's quite possible that this 11,000% could stay 11. In fact, I've even seen it in previous days when the price first spiked up. It got up to 25,000%. So once you get those gains for a number of days, they're in your portfolio. They don't get clawed back if the rate drops down. You've already made those rewards. So what's a realistic number though? I'm thinking a realistic number, as you can see from these ones down here that are about 2,000%, 0.94. 0.94. If this Aqua BNB pool dropped all the way down to Aqua Cake, then we'd be getting 0.94. So let's go back into our spreadsheet and just see what that would do. Now it's going to tell you right now, it's going to make a huge difference because that's the exponential power of compounding. The more money you can make every day and reinvest, it just exponentially grows on itself. So we're going to change this from 1.31 all the way down to, there you go. So with 0.94%, makes a big difference. Instead of over $1 million in year one, you have $294,000. Now, keep in mind, there's one thing that we're not factoring in here, and that is that the coins, according to this example of a 1 year, have stayed exactly where they are now. So that means Aqua hasn't gone up, Binance hasn't gone up, and I think we've got at least 6 months left of this bull cycle before we're probably going to maybe top out, but we got at least 6 months of growth. So would we still get to $1 million even at this lower interest rate if Aqua went up a 2x from here and Binance went up a 2x from here? Yeah, probably. It's hard for me to calculate on the spreadsheet, but I just want you to know this is kind of like the value you'd have if the coins stayed exactly where they are today. So you might say, okay, so I don't get to $1 million in a year, but do I get to $1 million in 2 years? Yeah, you get to $9,241,000 in 2 years. So when I say, is it easy for the average Joe and Jane to become a millionaire if they're yield farming crypto? Yeah. So let's take the number down even further. Like I would never expect it to get this low, but let's go to 0.75%. Okay, going down to 0.75%. So we've really massively cut the yield farming's returns for you. And again, we've assumed that Aqua has not gone up in value at all, and Binance Coin has not gone up in value at all. So after 1 year, $142,000 on a $10,000 investment. Still pretty damn good, isn't it? But I'm trying to promise you $1 million. Do we get there by year 2? Yes, we do, and then some. We get to $2,328,000. And you go, what? That's a big jump from $142,000 to $2 million? And that is the power of exponential growth. If I go down here, past year 1 into year 2, you start noticing that when you're getting into the hundreds of thousands of dollars in your pool, you're making $2,000 a day, go down a little bit further, $3,000 a day, $4,000 a day. We haven't even gotten to year 2 yet. $7,000, $8,000 a day, $10,000 a day. See, we're getting near the end of year 2, and right at the end, you're making $17,276 a day. So that's why you see it goes from $142,000 all the way to $2 million, $2.3 million by year 2. And then an astronomical $35.7 million by the end of year 3. And that's with using 0.75 daily instead of 1.31, which it is now, and also assuming that neither of these cryptocurrencies go up 1 penny from now until the end of 3 years from now. $35 million. So just wanted to show you that you don't have to be rich to get super rich. You just have to have you don't have to time the market. It's time in the market. You have to find yourself a yield farm where you believe that both of those coins are solid and will be around for the long term, and preferably coins that you think are going to grow, because if they grow, these numbers are going to grow exponentially. But yeah, quite simple. Just get into crypto, get into yield farming. Doesn't have to be Planet Finance, but it's the one I'm using because the rate of returns are very good. And the tokenomics are amazing. They burn back the Aqua coin, so the Aqua coin should go up in value because there's going to be less and less of the coin over time. Again, go back and watch those 3 previous episodes because I'll talk all about it there. But I just want you to know, you often think that only the wealthy can invest and only the wealthy can become multimillionaires. And I'm just showing you with the exponential growth of daily compounding, It's actually quite simple. So there you go. Hopefully you found that enjoyable, the little sugar plums dancing in your head, and informative. If so, show the channel some love by giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you know exactly when my next video is coming out, which will probably be about the new green planet that Planet Finance is coming out with any day now. Well, that'll be exciting, and I'll do an episode on that. And that's it. So until next time, this is Craig signing off, wishing you happiness, health, and wealth in that order. Ciao for now.